Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, but watch them for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what's in store for you with your key. Your key to the week. So your card is the Temperance card. There's another one there. So this week you get the Temperance card. So in all of these different areas of your life, you are being asked or encouraged to find balance and alignment, and also to align yourself to the highest vibration and also the highest path that you can personally have. What this also suggests this week as well, there's going to be a lot of differing opinions in all of these different areas of your life, and it's really important that you don't get sucked into stuff that really doesn't include or involve you. All right, now before we get into the sectors of your life, enrollment for my tarot course is now open. Enrollment will close on the 31st of January. I like to keep this group small. There's only 20 spots. I like to keep the group small so that I can effectively really bring you the best, but also so that I can dedicate time to each and every one of you, right? So if you are interested in learning to read tarot in the way that I do it, then please sign up. There's a link in the description box below. You're going to get weekly sessions with me for 12 weeks. You're going to get Q&As. There's 3 of those over the 12 weeks. There's PDFs, there's bonus material, and trust me, I'm going to make sure that I get you from A to B in the best way possible. Not the quickest, in the best way possible. I like this to be practical so you can use it almost immediately. All right. I think there's also 1 or 2 spaces on the clearing cohort at this point. I'm not entirely, I can't remember fully, but the link is in the description box just in case. All right, so for your actions and options, you've got the Father of Pentacles. So in this deck, it's the Father of Pentacles, but this is the King of Pentacles, right? Now, your focus this week is very much on your work, your profession, your finances, your resources, potentially even going after a higher pay bracket or a better job or a promotion of some sort. So you've got your focus. The Temperance card here is your key to the week. Basically says, as obviously you would, you're making all of the right practical considerations and decisions, right? You're doing all the right stuff on the material level. The Temperance card says, are you aligning with it in here, right? If the Magician card is as above, so below, the Temperance card is as within, so without, right? So does your vibrational energy match the promotion, the finances, the resources, the clients, whatever the case might be, that you are seeking, right? Are you an energetic match for this at this moment in time? Only you can answer that, but that's what the Temperance card is really asking you to look at here. In terms of the options that are available to you, the option to optimize is what shows up for you this week, right? So you got to check in with your plans and ask yourself, is this right? Is it really going to do what it says on the tin? Am I doing this in a way that is actually beneficial for me? For your communications and conversations, you've got the Daughter of Cups. So this is the Page of Cups. This week, a lot of the conversations that you have are likely to be very heartfelt. I find this really interesting because Gemini, your sibling sign, because both of you are ruled by Mercury, so your sibling sign Gemini had the Page of Cups in this same position, and their message was all about leading from the heart. A lot of the conversations that you have around work, around profession, around where you're going, what you want, it's all really coming from the heart space this week. So you are being asked to, yes, do the whole mind thing. Yes, be practical, absolutely. But in your heart of hearts, where are you really at? What do you feel right now? Don't think your feelings, feel them, right? And then verbalize and vocalize from that space. And then in terms of your energy match and your alignment, does what's in your heart really align with what you're saying or where it is that you're heading in life at this moment in time? Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, The Page of Cups with the King of Pentacles, you're getting an inside track here on how you can shape your own future and therefore use the subject material that you're studying to best effect. Right, you're really getting an understanding of what you're getting more of effectively. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I like this for appealing to your boss's emotions, and I also like this for understanding the emotional current of what's taking place within the workplace. With the Temperance card, though, I will say don't let your heart get you into trouble by, thinking that you have to kind of manage everybody else's emotions. That's not the case. Finally, not finally, but when it comes to the business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, the Page of Cups for you guys, especially because you've got the Temperance card and you've got the King of Pentacles. When it comes to your business, how do you see it as a part of or a representative of you? This is, if you're having any form of clash, whatever your baby is, your business, your etc., there's something about this that either doesn't seem to fit or sit right with you anymore, or doesn't feel like a match anymore. And so this week you got to search your heart and be really honest about what you know needs to be removed or changed, or what you need to lean into. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, when it comes to family ties and familial situations, again, don't allow people to play on the heartstrings this week, because those heartstrings are going to translate directly into purse strings. Okay, what I'm trying to say is don't let somebody emotionally manipulate you to get money out of you. When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Eight of Wands. This is usually fast communication that comes in at a distance. So one way that this might show up for those of you that are single, you could have an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, might come to you and say, did you know that so-and-so is really into you? Right? So there's kind of like a little bit of a school kid thing going on there, right? Like when you were in school, you used to say something to someone and then that person would go and say like, oh, do you, so-and-so liked you, do you like them back? And right? We're adults. I get it, I have my own anxieties and, I get in my head about stuff as well. But this week, demand more direct communication. All right, ask for more, because for those of you that are single, you're in the right heart space to communicate. So why not use that? For those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, there's something about the plans or the goals that you have and your own work and or profession that is maybe, it's not that it's not aligned with your partner, it's more a case of, you might need time and space in order to do this or to fulfill it, and you might not be able to do it within the confines of the home or the relationship at this moment in time. Now, that doesn't mean that you split up or that you take a break. What it does mean, it might be wise for you to take a week away, right? Or even a few days at an Airbnb, just to think about what you're doing with your work, with your business, etc. Not because there's anything wrong in the relationship. So when I say like within the confines of the relationship, it's like when you're with your partner, they're always on your mind. When you're in the space of the home, there's pictures and everything that reminds you of that. And sometimes what you need is a clear slate in order to really think around something. Or in your case this week, to feel around it. For your money and materials, look at this, right? You've got the Mother of Pentacles, so you've got the King and the Queen. Now, before we get into that, I do want to say, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. Whether this is a tarot, astrology or numerology reading, check it out. I would be happy to serve you. Now, for your money and materials, this is a beautiful card for money, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is about proliferation. It really is about getting the most out of what you have present. With all of these cards and coupled with that King of Pentacles, there can be a lot of either career or financial advancement this week. But again, are you an energetic match for it? is the question, right? And an earth sign woman, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, potentially, right? In some way, shape or form, whether you're a man or you're a woman, you show up in your own spread here. Man, woman, however you identify. What I like about this is you already know what needs to be done. You just got to find the heart to kind of do it. And that might mean taking some time out or away from the home, the significant other, the kids, the whatever the case might be. Now, again, this whole thing about an energetic or vibrational match. Are you that for this thing that you desire? If not, what can you do to adapt it? And then finally, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Queen of Pentacles is about self-care, right? And I'm not talking about, like, I don't know, I heard this on somebody's video the other day and I was like, what a crock of shit. When did self-care become, I'm totally doing this for self-care. Self-care is not about drinking alcohol or getting trashed or, any of that stuff. That is not self-care. That's fun. And you can have fun and you can enjoy your life and do all of those things. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know where this whole idea of like doing this for self-care came from. That's not self-care. Self-care is drinking your water, going to bed at a decent time, going for a massage, going to the doctor when you feel ill, taking a day off of work when you know you're too sick to work. Self-care is really about looking after yourself or parenting yourself the way that you would if you had a child, right? It's not treating yourself as a child. It's about caring for yourself the way you would your own child, right? That to me, as far as I'm concerned, is self-care. This, very much about self-care, okay? That Queen of Pentacles. And because you've got the Temperance card here as well, the Temperance card would be like the liver. It could also be, because Temperance card can be healthcare or medical professions. So it would be wise, right? Go and get a little checkup or something of those of that nature, etc. Now, when it comes to your home and environment, this is really about improving the home. This might actually be a really good week. Maybe you kick the family out and say, right, you're going to stay with your parents. I'm going to give the house a good clean, and a paint and all the rest of it, whatever the case might be. But there's definitely a sense here that you're really looking after the home, as in the physical space you live in this week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.